Clearlink is an end-to-end customer experience management company. So we help world-class brands manage everything from their social engagement to their on-site engagement, then to sales, and then to support. So we manage the whole customer commerce cycle for those brands.
When I was first hired at Clearlink, the thing that everybody talked about is what a wonderful environment the workplace was and how welcoming everyone was at Clearlink, and that definitely was my experience from the first day that I started here.
One of the things that I've really loved about inclusion and diversity at Clearlink is there's a term that use in circles like that I'm in called holding space, and I think that's been one of the most valuable parts about what Clearlink is doing is that I feel like there is space held for me. I feel like I have a voice in the conversation when it comes to things that are really important to me around inclusion.
I had one real job before this, and I realized that work is long and hard, and it was going to consume a third of my life. So it became really important to me as a young man to find a way to enjoy that.
It's an environment that is new to me. I've worked at a lot of different places that I have considered open and where I've been able to be myself, but this is one where I feel seen and valued.
So I was worried about coming in and not feeling like I had a place or that I would be recognized as an individual, and that was definitely not something that I ever worried about here. From the day that I started, it was people were interested in who I was as a person, what I was bringing to the table as an employee, and how I could help contribute to the culture overall at Clearlink.
I quickly realized that enjoying it wasn't just the work I was doing, it was the place I was and the people around me, and then the energy that those two things came together and created.
The people here at Clearlink are at the center of everything that we do. It is a sort of a signature characteristic of a Clearlinker to really have a close relationships with people. And the way that that's exhibited, it's exhibited in a number of different ways. It's exhibited in the ways we have relationships with one another, as well as our relationships with community partners and folks out in the community, as well as the relationships we have with giving service to other people, hands-on service in the community. There are several signature actions that Clearlinkers typically partake in regards to having relationships with others.
What's always driven that is a promise to our employees that as we grow together. So we're able to do more. And in the early days, that was just getting basic benefits, and then that became travel programs, and that became wellness programs or education. And as we do more together, we give more back, and that has been the belief of this business.
We began our process when we decided we wanted to be very intentional about rolling out inclusion initiatives at Clearlink. We began our process with research, looking out into the community and traveling to other experts of inclusive thought to find out best practices, to dig into some of the newer initiatives and things and the ROI models and the thought processes that others are using in the community. We lean pretty heavily on our thought processes with inclusion on psychology and neuroscience. We researched and sort of dug into the neural leadership concepts of cognitive and physical diversity and what that means. And that was the baseline for how we chose to roll out our inclusion efforts.
We had people that weren't thriving in other areas, and we needed to be more inclusive. It needed to be everyone. We had people dealing with domestic abuse issues. We had people dealing with divorced, lost loved ones. Things that also kept them from thriving, and opening up our purview to take care of not just those that were crying out, but those that were silently hiding and being inclusive of those as well, really became the mantra and really what we're pushing for in the future, is that it's everyone.
We wanted to brand this initiative with something that was a little different, but gave people at all different levels of that, from passive to advocate, an opportunity to identify at their comfort level what they felt in their support of inclusion here at Clearlink, and how they feel at a very base level, regardless of what they know about inclusion or know about technical terms, to be able to say that I support this. I support my relationship with my fellow Clearlinker. So we chose the statement, everyone's a part, no one's apart. And we have like a lapel pin, as well as a great t-shirt, which is like a daily reminder. When you see, I mean, at any given point, you'll see 10, 15 groups of Clearlinkers wearing this shirt. And regardless of who you are, what group or perspective you identify with, to see that as affirming that your other Clearlinkers here accept you for who you are.
This message was for people like me who wanted to support these communities but didn't know how to. And so taking that perspective as an ally and using that in the messaging really helped me create a statement and program that was welcoming to other allies.
I don't think any company hires a person thinking that they're not hiring the best of the best, so why would you want to bring all of that person to work every day?
Everyone is a part. No one is a part.